It's day 2 of the Dutch Mason Blues Festival. It's Saturday, August the 9th, 2014, and we are with Dave DeWolfe. And Dave, Saturday is going to be a huge day. There's a lot going on.
Saturday is the longest day of the weekend for us, for sure. And it's where we have most of everything happening. The gates open at 11 a.m.
Yep.
The first show in the entertainment tent goes on at 12 to 1.
Yep.
And then we have our main stage kicks off at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
And we have a couple of great local artists that are opening up. And then we run through the afternoon with Paul DeLore and so forth.
Yep.
And of course right into the night where all the big headliners are happening. But in between that time period, between the main stage daytime and the evening shows, we have a couple of hours that we do in the entertainment tent. And this year we do something special with you.
Yes, the Decade of Dutch Fest.
Yes, Decade of Dutch Fest, hosted by Terry, Blind Line and Blues, with special guests Tom Holland from the Giants Cotton Band, Tony D and Steve Mariner from Monkey Jump, Paul DeLore, obviously from the Paul DeLore Band, and as you mentioned the other day, Christine Campbell, who's a local artist, and Curtis Matheson from Highway 125.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
so
we're going to be talking about 10 years of the Dutch Mason Blues Festival, the influence of Dutch Mason on some of the artists, and introducing Curtis and Christine as artists that we showcased at the festival last year that are now doing main stage shows this year. And we're really happy that you're hosting it.
I'm going to do my best. Now, we'll talk about some of the artists. The acoustic showcase kicks off today at 12:30.
Yes.
And it's the McCready Brothers. I'm very pleased to see these guys back because they've just got such a wonderful kind of Mississippi Delta, really traditional feel to what they do.
The McCready Brothers are what you would call the real thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're two brothers, they're local, and they've been playing blues together mostly all their lives. We've had them at the festival a few times in the past. They kind of disappeared there for a few years, but I'm happy to say that the McCready Brothers are back this year.
And it's great to see them back because it's nice to have sort of that connection to the Mississippi Delta, sort of a modern connection to the roots of the blues.
Yeah, it's like Sonny and Brownie McGee sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Then the main stage starts up at 1 o'clock with Mike Shrimp Daddy Reed and the Sharpshooters. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah, Shrimp Daddy. Transported from Ontario, now living here in Nova Scotia. And the Sharpshooters are made up of a few artists that played with Dutch Mason in the past.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. So a nice connection to Dutch then.
We always look for a nice connection with Dutch.
After Shrimp Daddy, then you've got the Kendra Gale Band. I'm really intrigued by this group.
Kendrick Gale Band. Believe it or not, it's a band with 2 people in it.
Yeah.
So we have a drummer, a guitar player, sounds like a whole band.
Yeah.
And she's from New Brunswick, and it's her first appearance at the Dutch Mason Blues Festival. And we always look to introduce somebody new, especially if it's a local Latin Canadian artist, and we can put them on our big stage. It just puts them in a great light. And again, that's what the festival is all about, and Dutch's honor, because Dutch, as you know, always allowed people to get up on stage, and so we continue that here.
That's one of the wonderful things about the Dutch Mason Blues Festival is that people will get out on stage with each other and interact, and it's a very live, interactive, intimate kind of a setting. Even though it's a big main stage, it's still reach out and touch kind of close.
Well, you know, we're the small, intimate festival that wants to be the big festival. But, you know, we never want to lose that intimacy. We want everyone to feel welcome. We want everyone to be treated equally. We treat the headliners as the same as we treat
the new kids coming in.
The new kids. Everybody gets the same treatment. They get the same production. They get the same starter on the trailer.
Yeah.
They get the same hospitality. So we give everybody the same treatment, and we're proud to say that.
Yeah. You know, I know on the website and most of the media that we've been posting, the 3 o'clock show is supposed to be Paul DeLore. The 4:30 is supposed to be Royal Southern Brotherhood. But of course,
unfortunately, Cyril Nerville got admitted to the hospital the other day with double pneumonia, and I got the email yesterday stating that they are not going to be able to perform. And, we're really disappointed in that, but we have a great substitution. We're going to move Paul DeLore to close out the slot for Royal Southern Brotherhood. Place a Paul slot at 3 o'clock. We're going to push the power to Carson Downey.
Yeah, Carson Downey played here. I think it was the year before.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, and he just
Yeah, he
wowed everybody. Great live
He's
band.
an Eastern Canadian favorite for sure,
Yeah.
and he does put on a pretty wicked show.
He does a great show. And if you like a power trio, then you cannot miss 4:30, Paul DeLaurier Band.
Yes, Paul DeLaurier. One of my favorite bands in Canada right at the moment. Juno Award winning, he won 11 Quebec Music Awards.
Yeah.
He's a multiple
Instrumentalist.
yes. It's Saturday. We didn't think last night.
Yeah, well, we were up late. Sorry,
Yes.
we're at the late night.
Actually, I haven't even changed my shirt yet.
No, I'm still got the same sweat on me from yesterday. So then at 6 o'clock, we've got the acoustic showcase, which we've already spoken about, the Decade of Dutch. Then the main stage shows start up again at 7 o'clock with Garrett Mason and friends. And of course, you cannot have the Dutch Mason Blues Festival without having Garrett. I mean, he belongs here. This is his family.
He is the product. He is the son of Dutch Mason, and Garrett's here every year, and he's on the main stage. He's part of our late night jam.
Yeah.
You can get up close and personal. He's opening up our Saturday night, which we're really excited about, and we've got a little special presentation going on Saturday night with Garrett and the original members of Dutch's still surviving members of the Dutch Mason Band. And kind of mixing it in with James Cotton's band, and
Exactly.
we're kind of do a little infusion and kind of make it one big long opening. The first two sets are kind of going to meld in together. So
Yeah.
it's gonna build in one big.
So right after Garrett, of course, we got James Cotton with Daryl Nullish, and James Cotton's band is just an ass-kicking band. You gotta take your head off to Tom Holland, because I think he's kind of the center fold of the band. But when they get out there, they just knock it dead every time.
Yes, and we're proud to have James Cotton as our festival ambassador, and of course Tom. He's just a great guy. Tom Holland being the band leader.
Yeah.
And they come every year, and they can't wait to get here. And they get off the plane. The first thing they want to do is, where's the entertainment tent? Because they want to go jam with the boys.
Yeah. Then, speaking of big names and great guitar players, 9:30, Doyle Bramhall II.
Yes. Well, you know, Dutch Mason Blues Festival over the years is proud of itself of selecting artists that Eric Clapton has at his Crossroads Festival.
Yes.
I actually followed the Crossroads Festival over these years. Eric Clapton's been producing it, and I book a lot of the people that he has on his stage. The named artists, of course, but I also book the acts that he picks and introduces.
Yeah,
Last year we
exactly.
had Philip Saison.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean, Clapton has come out and said that he thinks Doyle Bramhall II is one of the best guitarists in the world today.
Yeah, well, he's been collaborating with Doyle Bramhall for a decade now.
Yeah.
And Doyle Bramhall also produces and worked with Elton John, Roger Waters.
He just did Gary Clarkson well.
Oh, Gary Clark Jr., who performed at the festival a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And who's now a phenomenal guy, and cost me 5 times as much money to get here. So we're proud that we got him in early in the year. Yeah, really in the start.
And then 11:30, the last show on the main stage tonight is a guy who has had such an impact on rock and roll in the last 50 years, because he started Santana.
Started Santana.
He started Journey.
Started Journey too.
Right, two of the most influential bands of the last 50 years. The Greg Rowley Band, featuring original members of Santana.
Exactly. Greg Rowley, the voice of Santana, and you're going to hear all the great Santana tunes are coming to you. Black Magic Woman and Evil Ways and Across the Water and so forth. And it's going to be a hot, sweltering night, and you're going to see some Santana music. It can't get better than that.
Imagine it, standing under a canopy of the Nova Scotia sky, all the stars and the moon, listening to Santana music being performed by the guys who originated it. It is going to be awesome. And then, of course, after Greg Rowley, it's the late night jam.
Once again.
Yeah. So you think you're going to be able to survive 2 nights in a row of the late night jam?
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. It's always hard every year. But you know, I always get through it.
Take your vitamins.
Yes, lots of
Drink
water.
lots of juice.
Yeah.
Orange juice, vitamin C, good for the soul. It's the 10th annual Dutch Mason Blues Festival. Come on up and join us. For more information, visit us online, www.dutchmason.com. Dave, thanks so much.
Thank you.